Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise, and welcome to today's stream. I am your host, Hydra, and today we're doing another Doggo Draws. Today will be a continuation from last stream. Um, yeah, so going back to drawing the streamer group photo thing. Hop right back into it. By God, it's a loud clap. I warned you all, okay? Trust me, it is very helpful when you're messing with audio to have some sort of spike to tell you this is when you're starting. Or like at the end where it's like complete silence so you can, sort of sense it and use that to get some noise reduction. That makes no sense, but it makes sense if you mess with audio. But I will point out, since the last session, I did do a little bit of editing on the line work, so Charm's face doesn't look as janky. Still has the chubby cheeks, just less chubby. And also, Dezu, I fixed the tail since he suggested a bit of a fix. My ears have now fallen off my body. Oh wait, I forgot to change the screen. You guys weren't looking. Whoops. Professional streamer, by the way. I was literally pointing at this and about to start, but so as I pointed before, Charm's face got a little bit of a change, so it's less janky, but still keeps chubby cheeks, and then does his tail fix. Yeah. But that's the only thing I really changed. Ooh, that sounded like a donation. I think that was probably Epic. Yep, 90% of the goal. Thank you, Epic. I suggested something that was glaring at me, even if it ended up be me. Yes. It's fine. Like, I don't mind if you're gonna be critiquing it a bit and like, hey, I think this would look better. I think the only thing I would suggest is maybe next time have a bit more tact in your approach. Because you unmeaningly were very, very blunt. Which I respect it. I do. I'm doing middle ground. That's still appreciated. Tails don't glare. That's what eyes are for. Oh, I didn't have tact. Oh, yeah. It was a bit on the blunt side, but I'm not one to like, oh, you're being mean, you know? I get it came from a place of, just a heads up, this is what I noticed. I guess I am blunt, learning more about myself every day. I mean, you do need blunt people in the world. It's a good thing. Yeah. And it helps that I know you too, because otherwise, uh, in certain circumstances, I can see that coming off as uh, another way. And now I have sub to Hydra. Oh, you found it. I didn't even mention it or plug it anywhere, I don't think. Did I plug it anywhere? I don't know. But yeah, I haven't even posted any videos or anything, and you're already subbed. Just like when you subbed before, I mean, when you followed my Twitch before I even, started making videos. I mean, started streaming. Different things, different things. I found it too, Hydra. And the About section in Twitch. Ah, right. Hey, at least people are reading that. So is the bird a phoenix or something? From what I understand, no, it's just a bird. I'm not entirely sure, because I don't know Zero's lore or anything, if he has lore. As far as I know, he is just burped. He is just burp. Red bearded vulture, if I'm correct. I could not correct you, even if you were wrong. Yeah, he's a very nice guy. Met him one day when I raided his channel, and then since then, I occasionally pop in. Just check Dewey's exact wording. Yeah, immediately criticism of the tail, followed by more tail criticism, and then saying the eyes at least look good to him. Yeah, but it's okay. I'd rather move on from it because I don't want to harp on Dewey. Damn it, now you got me saying Dewey. I don't want to harp on Dezu about it. Arms, not eyes. Like, it was. I was trying to give praise at least. Yeah. I know what he meant, even if it came off a different way. And I know his intentions were good-hearted. So that's what matters to me. No, keep saying Dewey. I will not say Dewey. Other than to correct you and say, no, don't say Dewey. I like Dezu better anyway. Who's Dewey? Enio likes to call Arzadeyu Dewey. I call him Dezu. Good intentions, but not much thought before enacting upon. Well, it happens. Okay. How many times have you been there, huh, Enio? Well, that's a fun nickname. Oh no. Dewey is Arzadeo. He changed his name to Arzadeo, so immediately I came up with the silliest nickname possible, Dewey. I think Dezu's a cute nickname. I'm at least self-aware of it before others have to correct it. Well, that's your whole shtick. Your whole shtick is like, oh, look at me, I'm arrogant and egotistical. But, like, it's never wholehearted or, you know, we know you don't mean it. You know? Just, and because of that sort of behavior, you also get harped on for, like, oh, blame Ennio, and it's never taken too personally. You've created that dynamic for yourself. Ooh, another dono. Oh, thank you, Fox. We reached the goal. Thank you so much. And with that goal reached, I suppose I will actually get the VR stuff that I planned on getting. Thank you so much. But I was more saying in regards to IRL, besides more outrageous acts sometimes. NP, I sent a key message. I will check the message in one moment. Or if I forget, you might need to remind me. Wonder what it's like to have a shtick. All I have is my lame jokes. Epic, that is your shtick. You tell dad jokes. It's a wonderful shtick, and I love it. It brings me such joy. Okay, that's a bit too cruel. I want a better shtick. Well, you gotta come up with... It's your shtick. You're the one who decides it. I mean, like, everyone sorta makes their own shtick based off of, the people around them. So if yours is making lame jokes to make people feel good and stuff, you decided along the way through development and your journey into through life that that was a good, advantageous thing to do. However, if you don't want that to be your shtick, you can always just, do something else. It's completely up to you. Did someone mention dad jokes? Yes, Epic did several times. At least your shtick isn't making yourself act like a douche. Fair. Where's the darn shtick store? Or do these grow on trees? See? You lean into it. You bring it on yourself. People design their own humor. What did Sushi A say to Sushi B? Wasabi. Nice one. Could say you're in a sticky situation. Anyway, beer booth. Food's ready. Oh my. I swear my chat is gonna descend into just dad jokes, and I'm all here for it. I make lame jokes to cope with anxiety. Enjoyment was a nice bonus. I can relate. I can relate. At least you tell funny jokes, though, Epic. Like, yours are good comedy. There are people who tell legitimately bad jokes, and it's, like, painful. But you have good jokes. You can at least take solace in that. Let's see. What would people describe my shtick to be? If I, display one. I'm curious. I have some guesses, but obviously it's more of people perceiving me than me perceiving myself. Also, just wanted to kick the dono goal to that 100%. You deserve a Hydra. Thank you very much, Fox. Well, I never do it to hurt folks or the like. I try to sass people. I try not to sass people overly. Understandable. Saul and mediocre humor. It's a good sense of humor. In my opinion, anyway. I don't know my humor. Good burp. I don't know what my humor is. And that's fine. It's not really a key thing you need to know. It's more of just the kinds of jokes you like to tell, or the kind of things you find funny. Why are we talking about blood anyway? What? Who said anything about blood? Humors. My humor, I think, is more scientific. Very big brain humor. I feel like a lot of scientific humor would go over my head. I tend to find a lot of things funny. Blame my upbringing. I was a nerd. Science childhood. Nerd. It's okay. Everyone has their thing. Or things for some people. Oh my god, I missed a lot in like a few seconds. What is a vampire's favorite fruit? A blood orange. Well, if I end up throwing sodium and chlorine at you, I guess I'd expect you to tell... Blah. Well, if I end up throwing sodium and chlorine at you, I guess I'll expect you to tell about salt. I'm guessing that is the scientific name for salt. Back, you boys didn't go too wild while I was gone, did you? Yeah, we totally blew up everything. Damn, I missed Q. Common table salt is sodium chloride. I thought so. There are a lot of salts, actually. I mean, I'll respond like the sodium and magnesium. Nah, man. God, nerds, all of you. Nerds, the lot of you. Telling your nerdy jokes. Well, mixed with other stuff, but mostly sodium chloride. It's why the Pokemon blah blah. That one is called the sodium chloride. It's also written as NaCl. I is nerd and proud. I mean, it is always impressive when someone is, smart. Smart. Smite. Look, putting together jokes like these are elementary. Har har, I got that one because, elements, funny. Darn, didn't work. And before you ask why sodium is written as Na, foreign language exists. I wasn't going to ask. You best stop, Epic. If too many of these puns are made, they'll get pretty formulaic. Oh god. I mean, I tell these jokes periodically. It's getting worse. I still got a reaction. Oh god, what have I done? I encourage this behavior. This is on me. I have no one to blame but myself. Indeed, you do, Hydra. It's not rocket science. Yeah. I once had a teacher come up to me and was like, "Hey, you might be interested in this. It's literal rocket science." And then they gave me like a book on rocket science. And I was like, "Thanks, but no, I'm not into this." And it was because I was the type who was really good and quick at doing math. So they were just like, "Oh, you're good at math. You seem to like it enough. Have a book on rocket science, like one of the hardest things of math. You would like this." Which, glad they had faith in me, but nah, it wasn't for me. I know, I'm getting flashbacks to my job fair recently. Was there rocket science involved? Mm-hmm. You seem to do science well. Do 50 calculation questions in 2 minutes. Oh no. Don't make me break out the jokes on uranium. Those could be too rad to experience directly. I don't understand how people can just come up with all these dad jokes. I suck at coming up with dad jokes. I love dad jokes, don't get me wrong, but I am terrible at like coming up with them or even just remembering ones I've heard. I mean, calculus isn't that much of an issue. Was was it just solve for x stuff? If I remember, calculus is just the way I remembered it was algebra plus. It's algebra, but you add a few things. Which for me that wasn't that difficult because I was always the type who was good at algebra. So when I got to my calculus class, it was like, oh, this is literally just algebra, but you add a few things. That's easy. And then I had classmates who were like, this is so hard. It's like, sorry, cannot relate. I am more mathematically inclined. Oh. Dad jokes are just a skill you're born with, and you gotta raise them well. Mostly. And derivatives. I don't remember what a derivative is. No, not that one's. I did it was solve for x if y minus 2 equals pi slash diameter of the pool. Eesh. Well, my general process is get a theme, get a word from that theme, and then squeeze that into a sentence, preferably in a humorous way. Yeah, that makes sense. When you put it like that, it does seem very formulaic. I think Scorcher put it perfectly. Why put pie in stuff you can't eat? That is a good, valid question. Honestly, I've never tried much pie. The only one I've really eaten is pumpkin pie. I really enjoy it, though. And burp. Alright, who's next? Dezu it is. I love pecan. Don't try for dad jokes. I just make jokes. Fair. You're so used to them, you just emanate dad jokes without even trying. If you give me pecan, we are having soft tacos later. You're my friend now. We're having soft tacos later. I need to try more foods, just period. I feel like I'm stuck in the position of I just constantly eat the same thing over and over again. So I never try new things. It's not that I don't like trying new things, it's just I never put myself in positions where I would try new things. I mean, they are apparent traffic. Are you wanting pecan right now, Fox? Would you say you're peckish for pecan? These jokes are really meaty. Gosh, all of you. Arze Mew looks like I have some good vibes. Especially Strussel pies? What is a Strussel pie? I've been trying more new foods the past year or so, and more often than not, regretting it. Lemon truffle, so sour. Oh no. Yeah, I've tried a couple of new things and I was just like, oh, this tastes alright. And then later my stomach was like, you tried something new? Time to just die. We don't try new things. The stomach is used to this, and if we don't get this, and it's something new, we have problems. Streusel is like adding funnel cake to pies. Ooh, that sounds really good. It is so sweet and good. It sounds really good. What a shame you feel so bitter about it. Pace yourself for new things. Yeah. Don't want to overload your system. Not even just like your stomach or anything. Just in general. If you overstimulate yourself with new things, it can be overwhelming. And yeah, new things can get your guts real up in arms sometimes. When my parents have noticed I'm trying new foods, it's very much become a pattern of my mom going, "Dad, he won't like this," and her being absolutely right. And whenever my dad thinks I won't like something, I can at least stomach it. Though apple pies are good, especially with good scoop of vanilla ice cream. I try new sodas sometimes, man, they just end me in terms of energy. Like, the energy pipe gets clogged. Eee. Interesting that, like, a stimulant such as, like, an energy drink would do the opposite effect for you. Vanilla ice cream is better without the pie, though. I like just plain vanilla. Chocolate's good, too, but I usually just go with plain vanilla ice cream. It's a classic. Simple. And good. Maybe kinda bland and boring, but it's still good. The cutest... The cutest thing Ryu heard was me squealing like a gremlin while eating some sweets I made myself. Oh my. I only have vanilla, nothing on it. Same here anyhow. I think it's just the fact that I'm not used to the chems and my body's just crashes a little trying to figure out what the heck to do with them. I get you. You were never the type to really drink soda, so when you do, your body is not really used to the caffeine. Blah. My stomach is only gonna feel bad if the food is bad or it has something I hate. I've had food where I'm like, oh, this tastes good, and then later my stomach was like, nope, that was not good. Shouldn't have ate that. Specifically sushi. I've had sushi that was decent. It's not my favorite, and it's not the worst. You know, it was alright. Didn't hate it or anything. Personally wouldn't go out of the way for it, but yeah. Messed up my stomach though. People who claim vanilla is plain have not had good vanilla. I say vanilla is plain only for the fact that there's so many different varieties of flavors and different things you can do with ice cream that vanilla is sort of like the default when it comes to ice cream. It's literally called vanilla. That's a word that is used to describe things that are like basic. So I consider vanilla basic just for that. They're not even energy drinks. They're just basic sodas. Oh no, I basically drink soda all the time. Then I have no idea what's going on with you. Your body just hates the soda. I can't do soda. My body gets ectic this now. Oh, my body goes eject this now. Sushi is amazing, though you need the palate for it. Sushi for me was sort of yeah. I'm not a fan of seafood, so you can imagine sushi wasn't really my favorite. There's so much things you can do with vanilla, indeed. I wouldn't like sushi. I can't eat fish unless it's covered in batter or breadcrumb. Understandable. I don't touch energy drinks though. Those will give you a boost for 5 to 10 minutes, then dear name have a KO for the next 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, I don't drink energy drinks either. I'll drink soda, but not energy drinks. I don't drink those. So I get you there. And that's all you need from vanilla. True. I love seafood, though I'm allergic to caviar somehow. Isn't caviar like fish eggs? Or am I thinking of something else? I don't like sodas that much. They're good, but I don't like to drink them. That's understandable. I actually did a science paper on it experimenting and decided it was the enzymes in the eggs that I'm allergic to. Oh. Only exception were those off-date ones I had years ago that were obtained from the bargain bin at a discount. Those tasted nice, but had no kick. I mean, I'm sure like all the carbonation from it was just gone. Essentially, like, yeah. They were canned. Hmm. I like cream soda as if frozen, you can make it taste like ice cream. Hmm. Think they still had fizz. I don't know. I'm not a science person, so I can't explain to you why a soda didn't have its normal kick. And I don't want to spread blah blah. I don't want to spread misinformation. I will not act like I know what I'm talking about if I don't know what I'm talking about. I fit the British stereotype well. My taste buds are so basic and bland that the sides of my mouth feel overstimulated while eating salt and vinegar flavored chips. Oh my. Anyhow, you have no spice, my friend. I still remember I used to call sparkling water as a kid furry water. Why? Damn, you really just outed sparkling water like that, Fox? Like, apparently, to kid me, it tasted fuzzy. It tasted fuzzy. Well, caffeine doesn't give energy. It removes the ability to feel tired. This can lead to overexertion and have you feeling tired. Well, more tired. Huh. So it's not that you're getting energy, it just removes the feeling of being tired. I never knew it if that is, I never saw it that way. Oh, ironically, I enjoy spice. Honestly, I don't eat much spicy things. Which, that is shocking to me. But I know when it comes to spice, it's sort of like it's an uphill battle of spice. Either you take to it well or you don't at all. And if you do take to it well, then you're constantly fighting for this isn't spicy enough. It needs more spice until I'm literally eating like molten lava. I mean, my body feels more tired while drinking coffee. I know some people do have the opposite effect when it comes to caffeine, where instead of energizing them, it actually calms them down. Uh, Yeah, in fact, my brother, he has that where if he drinks like energy stuff or stuff with high caffeine, it actually calms him down because he has ADHD. Or at least we think it's the ADHD, otherwise I'm not sure what the actual cause is. The energy comes from the metric ass load of sugar in the drinks, or metric. My body's odd. Odd thing isn't love spice akin to liking pain. Isn't loving spice akin to liking pain? Not necessarily. Sometimes the taste of spice is good. You know, you like that taste. Doesn't necessarily you like the pain. Spice flavor is literally pain. So is sour. Sour is at least one of the main tastes. Spice is a main taste. And bitter if you want to be very liberal with how you determine pain. Spice is one of the main flavors. I do know that. I may not know like anything about cooking or food, but I do know spice is one of the main tastes. It's like spicy, sweet, salty, bitter. I feel like I'm missing some. Spicy, sweet, bitter, salty. I don't remember the rest. No, it's sweet, sour, umami, and bitter, and salty. Umami as in savory? I've never heard of that before. Fox, you are implying Pokemon is wrong that the five tastes. I cannot believe you. I wasn't even considering the Pokemon thing. Like, I swear I've heard before that it was like spicy, salty, sweet, bitter. There's something else. I swear there's something else. I'm thinking wrong. It's clearly sweet, sour, bitter, spicy, and dry. Okay, I don't feel like dry is one. I don't think dry was one. It's essentially, how would you describe food? It's like this is sweet, this is spicy, this is salty, this is bitter. Nah, it's totally true. The Sinnoh games say so. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I'm completely wrong. Spice is apparently, scientists found out, not one of the main tastes. It's how the body handles pain from flavor. What? Oh, you want to know a fun fact? The nerve endings for too hot and too cold are different. If you want to taste hellfire, eat mints and spices and regret ever existing. Not dumb enough to try for myself, though. Huh. I mean, I guess if you're used to spice and like mint, you'll be fine. That's a weird combo though. Something spicy and minty. Oh no, you said don't. That's a challenge to Enio. He's gonna do it. It's like eating mints and drinking water. Okay, but that's not even that bad. Like, there's definitely worse things. baby when it comes to cold things, okay? Reminds me of the Pokemon anime where they had desserts with tomato berries in the center. Huh. Center, whatever. I like spicy, but spicy and mint is not a good comb. I don't think it would, in any sense. Like, I don't see how something being spicy and minty, I don't even think it would taste good together. Though I suppose if you want to pull a prank on someone, you make something that is spicy and minty and then give it to them and then watch them suffer. Though that would be more advisable for your enemies. I'm a huge science and food buff, and I have the gut to prove it. Gut to prove both. There was a saying, something about like, what was it? It's like you want a certain person to be fat that's doing something for you, and you want a certain person to be skinny that's doing something for you. I think it was like you want a fat chef, or I can't remember it. If anyone knows the saying, I vaguely remember. Mm. Isn't that chemical warfare? Wouldn't it count as some sort of war crime? Maybe. No, you're too small to have a gut. I mean, if you're a huge buff, you're fat. Oh no, the chance at good dreams has escaped. You can be small and fat. That is true. Buff is like the opposite of fat. But you can have both. You can be muscular and fat at the same time. It's just the muscles are underneath the layer of fat. How does having a gut prove you're a science buff? Are you eating the textbook? Now, how I digest info. Not how I digest info, but okay. Yes, Fox consumes the knowledge by eating it. Must consume information on the literal sense. Fox consumed the ones who gave him their degrees too. That's how they were obtained. Them and him are too similar for my muscle memory. I will say, if you originally go by a certain set of pronouns and then you change them, it does take time to adjust for other people. It isn't just a switch. It can be quite difficult at times. Even if they do have good intentions, they can still slip and say the wrong thing pretty easily, just from muscle memory. It also doesn't help that by default, people usually lean towards him, like using the pronouns him, just in general. I'm not mad, I'm just letting people know. Robot? Oh, is it okay now? My audio turned into a robot. What happened? Okay. Did I cut out what I said? Or was I still understandable? It was like one word became robotic for me. He. That's a new one. Also, yeah, you would know about how getting used to saying they would take some time to pick up. Indeed. Luckily, I'm a very patient person. But yeah. I feel like some people go with the expectation of, oh, I expect you to say this now, and if you're not saying this, then that means you're not a good friend or something. And it's like, it takes time for people to adjust. Expecting people to get it right on the first try and just continually get it right, it's kind of unreasonable. You should go in with the expectations of, okay, I would appreciate this, and if you would try to do this. And if they slip here and there, it's understandable. Like, no one's going to be perfect. And you are essentially telling them to go against what they already programmed their brain to think when they look at you. Because you're changing associations with yourself. And the brain doesn't like to change that. Okay, audio did a weird. I hope it's fine now. Don't you just love when your headset randomly decides? Oh no. Are we good? Everything's still good? Please tell me things didn't go into fire. I mean, it's still showing. Hope everything's fine. Nope, all is good. Okay. I get worried sometimes when audio chain messes up. I'm like, oh no, did everything break? Yeah. Joy, my internet cut out. Yeah, patience is the best way to make it. All changes take time. Indeed. Hell, folks make mistakes. Takes time to work habits out. Yeah. Fox will always be a gremlin to me regardless of pronouns. You could still be a gremlin of any pronoun. I mean, I joke that Hydra identified as they, them, slash adorable cute bean. I mean, I'm more a gremlin when paired up with Ryu. We are chaos squared. Still, I find it funny my internet crashed upon misgendering Fox. You were corrected by the internet real quick. Yes, you are audible. Okay. I can crash the world. Okay. Everything's moving smoothly. We're good. Everything's a-okay. And then it all dies. Because I said that. Because that is how irony works, people. Comedic timing. Mm-hmm. That's good, anyhow. Yeah. I can destroy the world, but then I had no Ryu. Or, the rest of us. And that too. We're second thought. Let's drink water. Glad we're held high and glad we're held in such high regard. I mean, I get where they're coming from. No offense to all of you, but I do hold a certain someone to higher degree. Blasphemy. How dare. Like, y'all are great friendos, but I has my sweetie. You guys are great, but like, partner comes first. Yeah, that's understandable. It should be that way. In terms of learning pronouns, I don't think either party has reason to get annoyed if it's non-purposeful. Learning takes time and folks need to learn. Best to just understand this reformatting can be hard and mistakes tend to happen. Indeed. I was here before your sweetie. I was here before your sweetie. Heck. I was here before you were sweaty, okay? Enya was here before Hydra did exercise. How about that? A good guard dog is ever vigilant. Hmm. You didn't exist before exercise. Also, speaking of pronouns, this reminds me. I don't know if many of you knew this, but Charm actually uses any pronouns and tends to enjoy when people refer to them as she. Just a little fun tip if you ever wanna make her smile. Oh dang, a gallimass. They are gender fluid. Indeed. I actually forgot that. Really? Yes. Not many people know that. Though, when it comes to the pronoun thing, I say any, but it's really more he/she. Don't know how fond of, using it or they. But I know she is is a good one. I'd love a good situation to use her/she, but man, does that chance come up little. I mean, you could just use it all the time. You could. It's not necessarily like, oh, you're being more hmm, you're showing feminine traits. I'm going to refer to you as she in this moment. It could just be during any period. Yes, I remember Charm said that in she streams. He/she, so they're Michael Jackson. I mean, if you want to know about me fully, sometimes I feel more feminine than male, and even if I'm not biologically female. I can understand that. I can relate to that a bit, Fox. It's like, yeah, I'm non-binary, but at times I can present more feminine traits. Not that I would go by, not that I plan on going by like she, her. They, them suits me very well. Though who knows? Ask me again in a couple years and I might be transgender. Or rather, fully transgender. Time certainly changes things. Gal acquired. Enio got British, you mask. Now to just get this thing near death, near Stonehenge. Hello everyone. Hey Meryl. Hope you had a good day at work. I know I can use she whenever, but I really want the first use to mean something since they like it on occasion. That is valid. No matter what, you are still you. Yeah. And would still love you. Thanks. Honestly, sometimes it feels like it's easier to just say you're like fully transgender than to say you're non-binary. Because for some reason, it's a lot harder to explain to people, hey, I'm non-binary, which means I'm not falling into the category of just male or just female. That's a lot harder to explain to people than just being like, ah, yeah, I'm trans and I'm a woman now. Like, that is so much easier to explain. I mean, saving a use of a pronoun for special occasion sounds peculiar to me, but go off, I guess. I mean, epic comes from the sentiment of, I want it to mean something when I say it, and not just, oh, I'm saying it just 'cause. I can identify as Eldritch Abomination. That is the phrase used, yes. I just roll with it. They are just labels. People do exist that can fall into both categories. Honestly, it'd be a lot easier if people were just done away with labels altogether. But we don't live in that society. People like to organize and categorize things for their minds to understand. It's why we have the scientific identification system. I mean, Kirby identifies as Eldritch Abomination, Slayer, also Poyo Poyo. And yeah, I've been wanting to do it for years, but I keep missing my chance due to time zones. I legit did not think this would take so long. Aw, epic. I think it just comes down to like fear and hesitation of, oh, is this the right time? Nah, maybe not. And like that sort of getting in your head is what holds you back from actually just doing it. Sometimes you just gotta like go for it. Fox, you already are an eldritch abomination. A small one, but an abomination nonetheless. The strongest are the small. Labels can be misused, but we need them. Otherwise, how would we talk about anything? I mean, some labels, yes, they are good. When it comes to like gender labels, those don't really need to exist. Like they don't really need to exist. Hell, if that ain't the mo Hell, if that ain't most social things, anxiety sucks. Yeah. You know what? Let me just go do the thing. Oh, Epic is just gonna go out and do the thing now. Good for you, Epic. You got this. Epic is like, you know what? I got the confidence. Hold my beer. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go do it. Hmm. Same could be said for names, though. Okay, but names are like a different form of identification. It's more of, yeah, we could do away with names, but how confusing would it be if you're like, ah, yes, I spoke with human the other day? Like, you need some sort of categorization for different people to say human is different from this human. However, when it comes to gender, it's literally just, okay, what sort of sexual reproduction organs do you have? And if that's the case, then you can just use the identification system that already exists of this person is this person has biologically, you know, this sex reproduction system, or this person has this sexual reproduction system. And that is what sex is. The definition of sex, and not like the verb form, but you know what I mean. Gender, on the other hand, is like it's a social construct created for people. So that way, you know. Man, now I feel like I'm getting political. Bleh. Yeah. Yeah, understandable. I learned my autism may not be as minor as I thought recently, the biggest one being my unreliable sensitive hearing. What's Epic doing? I missed something. Hold my tea. Going to call Charm she. Is he going to be that girl from Korra? Ah, animals can manage it. I mean, animals have very short lifespans, and they also don't really communicate other than, yeah. But that is true. Yes, animals can tell the difference each other without having like distinct names for each other, or they could have names for each other, and we just don't understand it because we don't speak their language. We don't know. But in the case if they didn't, they also don't speak with other animals across the world on like a regular. They speak to those they see around them. Humans, we speak to each other across the world and such. Just learned each other's scents, regular creature, like regular creatures. Ah, yeah. So we should just go around smelling people. Animals don't judge well. My Maltese does. She is a tiny gremlin who glares at me when I don't hug her. You don't know that. They could be speaking to each other across the world. How? How would they do that? Explain to me. I can understand birds. That I can understand. But any other animal, I couldn't imagine them going across the world to speak with another creature across the world. And if they did, what instance would they say anything along the lines of, I spoke with a dog across world. His name was Jerry. Yes, Jerry. Very interesting. Alright, the thing. Good for you, Epic. My dog, I swear, is a human in a tiny dog body. I shouldn't need to explain. It's clear. No, no, no. You do need to explain. You claim, so explain your claims. I wish to hear your reasoning. Go on, explain yourself, Mr. I Am Right. Just be mushrooms. No, I don't think I will. I mean, mushrooms, they have a different form of communication. They're literally a hive mind. It's like saying, oh, I have a name for my right arm. That's not something that really needs a name. Like, you don't need to specifically name your right arm Jesse or something. Because you have none in you. If y'all can't figure it out, then your breath deserving an explanation. You know, I am smiling right now. We outplayed Neo. Only because I let you outplay me. You only won because I let you. Neo's that kid you invite over. No, Neo's that kid who invites you over to his house and then gets upset when you beat him at his own game. It's like, this is my house. I should be winning. I mean, dogs can leave a message with their pee. I hate that I know that fact. I mean, that's a more well-known fact that dogs, like, pee and, like, that's sort of marking their territory or a form of communication. In some way, because scent. Not a good argument. If you can't supply an argument, there is none. You hold the burden of proof and reasoning. How am I meant to win animals communicating across the world? You dug that grave for yourself, sir. You wanted to defend that point. You chose the battle. Keep telling yourself that if it helps you sleep at night. You don't win an argument. I mean, they're more dedicated boundaries. Untrue, Epic. Have you seen politics? Have you? There aren't winners, but there sure are losers. You know, that is valid. Nope, not going into politics. Yeah, I don't want to touch that either. There are people who believe they're winners, like all of you think are winning right now. I don't necessarily think I'm winning anything. I just think this is a funny sort of back and forth banter in which you're just sticking to an idea and you're going down with the ship, which is funny to watch. Also, yeah, no politics. Yeah, mostly just wanted to make a vague jab at politics. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind that. I'm not winning or losing. I'm just giggling. I'm not winning. I'm just proving reasoning. It's not a game? Hmm. Nope, wrong way. Darn. I have nowhere to go. Of course I'm sticking with the ship. Can we speak about cheese? What exactly do you have to speak about cheese? It's just providing thoughts. That's all an argument should be. If you're trying to win a conversation, that's a screaming match. Yeah. I salute you, good sir. I don't know. Can be? I don't think he can move on from this. Typos are fun. I think Ennio is on the Titanic. If Ennio was on the Titanic, he would be the one playing the music to the very end. Just out of spite. The only thing the Titanic about me is my galaxy brain. I mean, you can have a big brain, it just doesn't necessarily equate to you being smart. You can know a lot of things and still not be smart. I've been here and there the entire time. Well, might as well provide comfort to others in our final moments. Nah, I'm super smart. My parents say so. Case in point, me. Fun fact, I went to half-ax via cruise when approaching a fog. Fell over the whole ship. I was terrified. The fog only rolled in when approaching the location of the accident. Well, that's ominous. Yeah, it's totally not concerning at all. Mm. Halefax didn't watch you coming near. I think if Ennio's in the Titanic movie, I think Ennio would have never gone to the ship. Halifax is where the museum of the Titanic is, by the way, Hydra. Yeah, I didn't know that. Is that why you lack of argument can't stand up? Is that why your lack of argument can't stand up? You have too big a head for your even your body to stand. Damn, either have to say my brain's bit huge or say I can't stand up. I just wanted to let you know. Thanks. Oh, I thought you meant the city of Halifax in the UK. Could have meant any of those things, and I wouldn't know. You could also be telling me something completely wrong, and I wouldn't know. Mm-hmm. No hail facts in Canada. Hey Hydra, did you know untrue fact? Wow, I didn't know untrue fact. Thank you for sharing. There are 21 playable jobs in the award-winning MMO that is Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know if that's true or not. Yeah, me like who played a lot of Monster Hunter, and I can give you details about the weakness of monsters. One of the couple times I felt like I was in a horror movie, and it was when I was 15. I mean, teenage years are a scary time in general. Did you know that Magikarp was originally meant to have a convergent form in Scarlet and Violet? I feel like that's false. Great, now I have to guess whether you're telling the truth or not. I don't think... I don't think it would. Oh, you were one of the long-time players. Nice. You can play blackjack with the many jobs, Arze. See, I don't know if blue is wrong or right, because you are a huge Final Fantasy nerd. I barely play and have only gotten to MR3 and Sunbreak. Oh, you think it's false, hmm? Knowing you, maybe. Or it could be true and you're just pretending. Listen, reason why I said it. Did you know I'm going to give you $200 after stream? See, I believe that's false. I don't think you would just randomly give me 200 bucks. I mean, it'd be appreciated, but I really don't think you would. I'm going to outdo Epic and do $200 and 1 cent after stream. Mm-hmm. Sure. Well, it's actually true. Toad and Toadscrew are labeled with names similar to Magikarp and Gyarados, Japanese names in the game's code. Interesting. I bet Epic would do it. I don't, hmm, I don't think Epic would. I think he's just playing a little silly. He's being a jokester. Did you know when I get the money, I will donate more out of respect to you? That is appreciated. I mean, Magikarp almost had a convergent Evo with Feebas. Did you know I will eventually actually pay for art? I believe that one. Hey Hydra, did you know that Arze is not cute? Wow. Nope, I will do 500. That's a lot. 500 is definitely a lot. Also, to Wolf's statement, that is false. Dezu is cute. I will say, I never mentioned this before, but like, Charm's green and purple design, it is a really nice color palette. Like, this sort of mint green and purple goes so well together. It is such a good color combo that I never expected. The green pops out so much, and yet it's not like a harsh green, it's a mint green. Hey Hydra, did you know Dewey said himself that he likes being called Dewey and wants people to do it more? I think that's false. Did you know you can feel your own breathing? Oh, I hate you for that one. Did you know Pokemon are... I mean, Magikarp and Feebas both have similarities where it breaks expectations. Ugly to beautiful. In Feebas, it's... And blah, 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 blah. Ugly to beautiful, and Feebas to melodic, and weak to strong, and Magikarp to Gyarados. Milotic, melodic, one of the two. I could see Feebas being a convergent Magikarp. Actually, come to think about it, did those forms responses go anywhere for peeps to come on stream? You did that a while ago, didn't you? The form response. Oh, that thing. Yeah, I sorta... That was supposed to be a thing, and then, like, I just didn't do anything with it, unfortunately. Because I intended that to be more like a podcast sort of thing, where it was more, I don't know, it had more of a point, but instead I went more of just, I'm gonna have friends on, and we're just gonna chat about random stuff, which is less formal. I think the form is better for if I want random people on. However, if you're my friend, I'm not gonna make you do a full form thing. Did you know? Did you? Did you? Well, I had fun with my responses. You had good responses. I may have to go back and check those because I completely forgot, honestly. I think that's charm done. Hopefully. Did you know I am a good doggo that can do no wrong? False. Flacé. Oh, you should. You should read them and think about them a lot. Totally. Go do it. Especially mine. Alright. I think my responses aren't that funny, but fits me. Responses to what? It was this thing I sent out a while ago in one of my earlier streams. It was basically a response sheet for people could fill out, and then I would potentially bring them onto stream. But yeah. Hey Hydra, I sent you a stream friend request. Okay, I'll look at it later. How dare. How dare. I need to grab something real quick. Clicky, clicky, draggy, draggy. Huh, I didn't need a form. I'm just that good. And boop. Needed a better image to get colors. Ah, this one is still too... Whatever, I'll just eyeball it. All it took was frequent pestering. Looks like Tubby's gonna eat Arzimir. Hey Hydra, did you know I am blue? I know you're partially blue. Keep forgetting Tubby's main look. I keep thinking him as Ralph. Yeah, the association of just, oh yeah, Tubby, you think Ralph. When in reality, his literal thing is Tubby Squirrel. Did you know I is chubby and floofy? Did you know Fox is big? Like, so huge. Gigantic. Did you know Neo is small? Like, super small. Teeny tiny. Itty bitty. Small bean. Little boy. Wait, no, don't. I'm grateful Tubby's design is very simple. It's just two tones gray. Ooh, I missed a bunch. I should actually draw a mini-me grumbling and annoyance sometime. But Enio can't be small. Their power is too big for that. Okay, Enio gives off like Chihuahua energy. Small but yaps a lot. I assume Tubby has a pillow behind their head. That's his tail, and sorta partially leaning on me. Did you know I really, for the next session in Pokerol, Enio is the reason they made ankle guards. Also, Ryu jokes about how if you want to make me chill, give me a dried mango and I'll start happily nibbling it. Why a dried mango? Yes, Enio is small, and I am much larger than him. I'm true. The cutest noises are you fawning over Zora. I tend to squeal if gifted mangoes, but why mangoes? So I assume you could have Pixel. How dare blasphemy, treason, heresy! I am I am Shibu, not Chihuahua. Shibu? Do I spend the money for... I love me mangoes, and I love dried fruit. Mangoes are sweet and delicious. Dezu considering the idea of coming to get Enio as a Shiba, or perhaps as a Chihuahua. There we go. See, why can't everyone be as easy to do as Tubby? Shiba, the Doge dog. Yes, yes. Make it a Chihuahua. I've been compared to those dogs for years. My friends even say my cheeks are squishy like one. And I shall not regret it. Well, friend, singular. I will get Enio as a mount. Those are actual hybrid Shiba Chihuahua. Those sound adorable and like the worst things to exist. Hydra, if you could have a pet, what paper would you want? If you got your own place. I'm assuming you meant if you could have a pet, what pet would you want at your own place? If I had my own pet and it could be literally anything, I would want, I don't know, I would want some sort of pet that's smart enough to take care of itself. You know? Maybe like if I had a dog that was smart enough to take care of itself. That would be most ideal. I'm that or like a shape-shifting pet. That would be cool. I'm easily to make happy. Give mango or food and I'll be happy. Well, I'm easy to do. I'm pretty much not in the picture. Well, you don't stream, okay? I should really consider a comm sometimes. Comms are fun. Can be expensive, though. Nah, you clearly want a sheet of printer paper in your own apartment. And no, motivation has called upon me to get it before now. I shall get it. Why, Dewey? Don't spend money on me. Comms can get really expensive. Yeah, especially if you're someone who buys them like constantly. Like there's some people who I've seen who buy comms like it's going out of style, and I'm like, how do you have this much money to just throw away like this? Cool art, but like that's a lot. My dog was gonna be a Chihuahua and a Shiba, but it's not. They lied to us. I still remember the Guja version of me Hydra made. I love it so much. I enjoyed making it. I think it looked nice. Yeah, plus you need ideas, and the jury is still out on how I want to look. That's true. You still don't exactly have a main icon, per se. Or, like, internet goofy representation. Which, that's fine. Ain't got a permanent vibe yet. Yeah, still figuring it out. And that's okay. Epic is the most mysterious of the staff. I think Persona. I love me Shadow's form that Hydra made. Glad folks enjoy my stuff, and enough to actually pay me for it. Also, Epic, a bit late, but I do traditional art, not pixel art. Don't want to spend money on art software. I mean, that's fair. There are free art softwares, though, like, if you really wanted to. Anything is pixel art if it's small enough. Listen, Hydra is amazing artists. I love commissioning them. Thank you. Well, my pieces are not small. Indeed, Hydra does great work. Thanks. Also, the little art of me and Ryu sleeping Hydra drew makes both of us happy. It was a cute little doodle I did one day. Great. What is Arza de Mew holding? A controller. Like, a game controller. Yeah, it's the same as this one, and the one I'm holding. Schmo. I don't do little doodles often, but when I do, I tend to do them for other people because I tend to just not want them. Oh, Gamu. Are they all going to be theme colors? Yeah, well, the controllers are basically supposed to reflect whose controller it is, so Dez is blue, mine's red, Charms is green. The Nezzler's is gonna be like his blue, bluish white, whitish blue, whatever way you want to say it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what Ezler's color in this case? The like bluish white, whitish blue, whatever. You get what I mean. Did you know I am rapidly approaching your area to hug? Start running. Same. Currently thinking of redrawing an old piece I did for someone now that I've improved somewhat. And Robo Hydra came back. What? Secretly an AI. Why is it roboting today? That's literally never happened before. And now it happens twice in one day? Is it fine now? Okay. I don't understand. This is like the one time I haven't been messing with the mic or anything at all. And it's like, nope. Well, At what part did it mess up? It's fine now. Do you have audio app? I have like music playing, but that was playing last stream too, and it was fine. Who knows? It's more funny than anything. Like voice changer app. No, I don't have any voice changer apps. None at all. So I don't know what the deal is. Oh, sorry, trying to diagnose the issue. It's fine. When you were talking about the controllers, when it happened. Oh, so essentially I just said, yeah, the controllers are supposed to be like based on the color of whoever's holding them or who it belongs to, so their colors, yeah. Esler's was the bluish white. Could be the mic updating sometimes. Updating what, though? I'm just hoping my mic isn't messing up or something, because that would really suck, especially considering I have, like, 2 Pokerole games to be part of now. One of which I'm DMing. So, you know, audio, very important. Oh yeah, and for streams too. That would also be important. You know what? I'll go ahead and draw the thing now. Honestly, I think it's just some data loss at some areas. I'm more worried about the one that Charm is streaming. Yeah, and I officially now sub to your YouTube channel. Thanks. Maybe because you're streaming? Could be. I mean, robot voice could fit for Hydra. Oh, can fit for Rida. Yeah. It was joked at one point where it was Hatterene and Rida talking, and it was like, oh, two AIs talking to each other. Just fully commit to the idea Rida is robot, and they evolve into, what's the paradox form? Iron Valiant. Rida evolves into Iron Valiant. Robo Hydra would be a cool thing, not gonna lie. Well, if anyone feels generous enough to draw me as a robot, there's an idea. Fits also because Iron Valiant is not gendered, I think. Iron Valiant is like a non-binary icon of a Pokemon. It fits both, and I love it. I was so happy when I saw it. You're going to stream the Pokerole you're DMing? So, definitely not going to stream it, because my laptop can't handle that. But I did learn it can handle recording, so I might record it. Don't want to promise I will, but it's a possibility. So. Great, I'll draw a Robo Hydra after finishing this. How is it a non-binary? It's a robot. Exactly. It doesn't fit a binary. It's genderless. Out of the typical male-female binary. If Rida evos to Iron Valiant, they're not gonna have colors. Duh. That's true. Those things run on bits and bytes. I mean, Rida practically forgets to eat now, so not that much of a difference. This time they just don't need to eat. Water. Heard anything on the pick from the streamers thus far? Other than Dewey that's been mentioned. I got a few comments on it. Most of them were just like, I like it, and I look forward to seeing it finished. Nothing. The Dewey was like, damn it, now you got me saying it. Desi was the only one who was really like, you know, had critiques. Honestly, Iron Valiant is my favorite Paradox Pokemon. That's fair. It's a solid one. Oh, you have any emotes made for when you reach affiliate? I have my emotes I use on Discord that I could probably use. Though, I will need to, like, make a new hug emote because I don't like the one I have currently. It's alright, but I feel like it's kinda not great. Doesn't look that good. I love the weapon. Ha, get him. Got him. I think you missed a silver of... Oh. I'm getting there. It takes time. It's a process. No need to worry, Epic. I got this. Just gotta trust in the process. Sorry, just like making myself helpful. It's fine. You don't need to, like, you're good, Epic. You're good. It's okay to just vibe. I do appreciate you trying to help. I vibe a lot. Me too. You offer criticism when I ask for it? How dare. Oh, I see. I missed something. There should be a line there. Or rather, two lines. Small fix, small fix. Looks like there should also be... Man, I really missed some stuff with Zim. Well, he is the most detailed on here, let's be honest. He's the only one wearing clothes. I found a shiny Indeedee when I was not planning on shiny hunting today, of course. Clothes are boring. Well, you have a shirt. Okay, that's... But it's a plain black shirt. And it's less of a shirt and more of a sports bra. Zim is wearing full-on clothing. clothes are boring. Your shirt. Poor Zim. They're they're just the only one wearing pants. I never saw it as a sports bra. Clothes help make plain designs more unique. What's a sports bra? So, a sports bra, as name mentions, it's a type of bra, but it's like not. It looks like this, or no, that's a bad picture. Hold up. More like this, minus if the arms were there, but you get the picture. I thought it was a shirt that was too small. Nope. Clothes at my hot topic. Naganadal has shown up a lot recently. My mind is blanking. Which one's Naganadal? Poison Dragon. The Mosquito Ultra Beast. Oh, wait. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. The one that looks like Poiple's evolution? Yes. Okay. Surprisingly, I knew that. I knew that part. But Poiple's Evo. Poiple I fell in love with due to anime. It's a happy lad. Poiple is just a joyful little thing. Ah, commentary. The anime made me also love Meltan. I don't remember Meltan from the anime. I know it was in the anime, but I don't remember it. Like, I vaguely remember it. The anime does do a good job at getting you love certain Pokemon you wouldn't normally think to. Fitting that you got a Carablast. Meltan was a cute Carol odd thing that just love eating metal. Yeah. Zim's design is very interesting. Never realized just how detailed it was. Anime made me hate Rowlet Little Redaction. Carablast, like the number 13, I guess? Yep. So how many stations are there for music? Is there an electric swing station? Sadly, no, there isn't. This is like the only one that doesn't have lyrics. Otherwise, I would have chose something else. This is the lo-fi one. Because the music thing I'm using is the Twitch soundtrack thing. So what it does is it automatically removes the music from the recordings, which is very helpful for me if I want to like add my own stuff. So I'm just using that. It's essentially a radio station that just plays free to use music, which makes my job easier. So I'm sticking with that. Detailed. You learned a lot when drawing them. Ash's Rowlet was a loser, absolute failure, deserves nothing but achieve more than nothing. Also, the lo-fi is making me drowsy again. That's fair. Lo-fi is usually that. I wanted to go for a chill vibe, because, you know, streaming drawing, so. I love the Poplio in the anime as well. I've never been a fan of Rowlet. Rowlet's okay. Anyway, not gonna get started on Robo Rida. Can't wait to see. BRB. Okay, Epic. Robo Rida. It's funny how I say this now and then later on. Imagine if I do end up going with like the Iron Valiant evolution. That would be funny. I like Rowlet Final Evo, but I'm more of a fan of the other Gen 7 starters. Honestly, I wasn't that obsessed with those starters. Like Litten, Poplio, and Rowlet, they were just Corda. They were just kind of meh to me. Like they weren't bad, but they were just sort of meh. You know, they existed. That would be funny, but also cool. Yeah. Poplio I love, then again, I love marine mammals. Yeah, you do have a soft spot when it comes to aquatic animals. Nope. I love marine life, okay? It's my passion. Never really liked Litten, though. Incineroar piqued my interest, but yeah. I just thought all of the ones from that generation were, like, sort of just me. Not necessarily bad ones, because, like, I'm gonna be honest, wasn't a fan of, like, um, Sobble or honestly just any of the ones from Galar, the Galar starters. I wasn't a fan of them. Didn't like them. Gen 2 and 8 are most meh for me. Yeah, Gen 8 was sort of just... Oh, did I share the thing about what Gen 8 was supposed to be? Um, if you did, I don't recall. Whatever they had in mind, probably better than what it existed. Even as a Brit, didn't find the designs that good. I say Gen 2 is the most boring games. I don't like them that much. Which one was Gen 2? You must remind me. I love Hisuian Typh in Gen 8 more. Hisuian Typhlosion is good. Gold. Oh, then I disagree with you. I liked Gen 2. I like Totodile and Cyndaquil. Chikorita was kind of meh, though. I like Totodile and Cyndaquil. So the story for Sword and Shield is completely different than what it was intended to be. But because production team wanted game out by end of the year and the they wanted to release a trailer for the game shortly, they had to scrap the original story for a generic gym battle story. Team Yell made last minute. That sucks. Leon and Hop were to be heir to the throne. Chairman Rose was not even the original villain. They really did just throw everything out of the window and said, we gotta get this done, like, now. I think that's it. Man, Sim has so many details. I'm definitely gonna be missing something, but whatever. I think that's good enough. It's not a com after all. It's just for fun. Yep, I hate how they have to follow the release major game once every year. That it does really sort of cramp in how well they can produce a game. It really feels like they produce a game that's functional and then they come back and actually make it playable. Having hard release dates for games sucks in general, but it's a business and they have to stay competitive. Unfortunately true. They don't need to be competitive. Yeah, not really. You'd think it's silly that they have to maintain such a quick schedule, but the recent response to the Direct show why. If they don't have something big each year, it's the worst Pokemon Direct in history. That's that seems like a very toxic mentality. They already make the most money from everything. You are forgetting Disney. Wow, the community is just wow, and we are the community. I was just talking about the gaming industry in general. Yeah. Anyway, Robo Rida done. Oh, can't wait to check it out. I don't know what color I should make the room. Should I make it like a green room? No. There we go. The green room. Okay, that song was really getting on my nerve. That will do. Did it. DM'd it to you. Okay, I'll check it out. One sec. I really don't fully understand how this brush works, but yeah. Sorta looks like wood planks, right? No? That'll do. Also the time. The time. Oh! I wasn't paying attention to the time! Thank you. Man, I guess I didn't finish it in time. Well, okay. If that is the case, let me save. Make it look a bit spiffy before I exit it out. Okay. Well, let me ask you guys. Would you like me to make a third part of this, or would you rather me do something else next stream? Because I can put this on pause, and the next stream we continue, maybe finish this off. Because the coloring is basically done. I can make this a 3-part thing. Maybe a third. I don't mind either. Alright. Well, if that's the case, I think I'll make this a 3-parter. It gives people something to look forward to, I suppose. Man, I really thought I would be able to get this done and quickly out of the way. I mean, we can resume this next stream, then change the Doggo discussion afterwards. The rest really shouldn't take too long, right? I mean, all that's left is really the carpet, the couch, the stand, and if I want to add any other specific details. But yeah, I'm probably not going to shade this one, and if I do, it's just going to be like obvious things like, oh, this should be dark, you know? But yeah. Okay, next stream I'll do part 3 of this. Thought it was just gonna be 2, but art definitely takes time when you're doing 7 characters. Hmm. I suppose I should wrap it up then. Thank you, ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise, for joining me today for this Doggo Draws episode. Thought I would be done today, but apparently not, and we're going for part 3 next stream. I hope everyone enjoyed and has a good day. And until next time, goodbye.